Part 3 of installing Active Directory. Right, okay, so we've gone away, we've done the preparation of Active Directory, we've done the install of Active Directory, we've rebooted and come back. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to log on, Control Delete as always. Right, so we log on as our administrator, we select options. Now here, as I say, we have our BIOS name. Right, okay, so type password. Note this time it might take a bit longer than normal because you've made changes to this computer that will affect it and slow it down a bit. So just waiting for the manager server page to appear. Okay, now that's fully loaded, we can minimize and you can see here some of the roles that have been added. So we got domain controller, Active Directory, and as you can see down here we have DNS as well. So select close, go to start, all programs, administrative tools, this might take a while. Okay, here you can see all of the components that have been used or registered. So I sort this by name so I know what I'm doing. We have domain security policies, domain controller security policy, Active Directories, domain trust, size of services, users and computers, DNS, and that is it by the looks of things. Right, so let's go to DNS. Okay, so your DNS window comes up. You expand the computer name for lookup zone. You can see here the two zones that have been added are both Active Directory integrated primary zones. So, don't really need to play around with these too much. But if we go to reverse lookup zones, you will see that there's no zones that have been created. So what we do is we right click, new zone, select next, wants to be a primary zone, store zone in Active Directory, select next, to all domain controllers, select next, and what we do is we type the first two columns of our IP address. You'll see why in a minute. We want all secure dynamic updates, select next, and that's the first part of creating a zone. Right, so we expand that, and you'll see here we have two records that will be displayed, start of authority and name server. If we go to start, command prompt ipcon register DNS, you'll see what this is going to do is this going to register the DNS name so that when I do in its lookup on a computer, it will say, right, well the default DNS server will be blah blah blah. So if I select refresh, you see I have a tab here now, and it's at 208, and then it gives me a record that has the full IP address as you can see here. So if I go to command prompt, type in this lookup. So default local host is 127. So if I type so I type exit. This is local host, this is my local bar. So if we close this, close DNS management as well, and go back to command prompt, type it again. It still says it, but there we go. It's not a major issue to worry about. Okay, so we got a primary service from here. Right, so let's move on to Active Directory now. Okay, so if we expand my domain to local, you will see we've got a couple of folders here built in computers that are connected. You'll see domain controllers and foreign security principles and users. Now this is the tab we really want to focus on at the minute. So if I go up here, let's click on here. If I type a username, so if I create an account for myself, I want to change the next log on, but the password will never expire. Select next and select finish. Now what it's done is it's created a user for me. If I double click this, or you can right click the user and select properties, type in my full name, okay, select apply, and let's just apply the settings. So like when I log on, it will have my name across the top here. I don't want my username to be displayed. Profile, this is where you can set it to a proper file, so we don't want this to do this. I want to add myself to the administrators. Just type admin, it will add it in full. And now I have full access to my computer. So what I can also do is if I wanted a remote session into this computer, I can do that. So I type the computer name, select connect. The login screen is displayed. Type username. Type password. And you can see that I can log on and have a remote session into this computer. Okay, I've closed the window now, and that is it. That is all to create a successful domain controller. I hope to see you in other videos teaching you. If you have any problems with this, please feel free to email me at lws_fred